It's day 4 of Indianapolis 100 preparations right here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. And we are back for the first time since Sunday at, I believe it was 10 a.m. But still, nonetheless, we are back nonetheless. As always, Elijah Leonard with you here today on this very beautiful Thursday morning here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Recently had Indianapolis 250 festivities take place earlier in the week, as well as last week with qualifying. The starting field already set. Carb Day is also tomorrow, so that should be very fun to see. I think Carb Day, I can't remember when Carb Day actually is, but still, Carb Day is some point at this week. Maybe it's today, maybe it's tomorrow, I don't know for sure. But man, this is what happens when you take a look at the schedule but then all of a sudden realize after a few hours later you completely forgot the schedule. But still, nonetheless, Carb Day is at some point this week. But before we ever get to Carb Day on Napa Fan's side of his Indy festivities, we got to focus on our side of the festivities for the Indianapolis 100. Nathan Stapleton, even though he was not the first car to leave his pit box, he sure was the first one to get out onto the racetrack. And Stapleton, definitely very accomplished, not just in our competition, not just in WRLA, but also in any other organization that he signs up for. Definitely is very good at what he does. And speaking of, he was at the top of the charts, but then he fell down to third, a 40.308. Noah Clifton right now is the only driver at this time to break into that 39-second bracket, because he did come out with Eli Bright. But just know, early in the session, you are going to see these times progressively get faster, and positions will change. Trust me, they will change. Likewise, what's going on right now, and Clifton's still right now at the top of the charts. DeFeo has jumped up, 39.947 from the number 81 machine. Now Mitchell Collins goes to the top, 39.745. Juan Fernandez 1/1000th of a second behind him. And you have Clifton third. Now Voiles moves up to fourth with a 39.927. And the number 26 machine, there he is, right behind Ozam Hamid in the number 2. And a little ways back is the number 3 of Nathan Orman, who earlier, though, in the week when the WRLA was over at Michigan, he finished second. Just by 2/100ths of a second. He just lost the race by 2/100ths of a second over this guy, Daniel Voiles. And Voiles definitely has a lot more confidence now right underneath him, as he is the new points leader heading into Daytona this coming Monday. So should be very interesting to see how Daniel Voiles is going to wrap up his first half of the season. And same goes for Nathan Orman, because Orman is climbing up in the points standings. He's already up to 15th. So not too bad for Nathan Orman, but as of right now, Voiles may be the points leader in the WLA side, but here in Indianapolis 100 preparations for practice number 4, he is fastest, or nope, not anymore. He was, but now it is the number 25 of Dylan Cunningham with a 39.618. Trey Wright is second, and now the 2 of Ozam Hamid goes to third. That kicks Voiles back to the 4th position. Now remember, look at the times with the 2 and the 26. They're both tied, but due to NR physics, Ozam Hamid breaks that tie. Oh, one car into the wall. That was Selena Pinter in the number 30. She's 6th quickest, by the way, 39.742. That's the first time that we've mentioned her name who was inside of the top 10. Selena did not have herself the best of practice sessions last week. Thursday, Saturday, and also Sunday. But this on this morning. Definitely turning it all around for the Austrian driver. Still inside of the top 10, so not too bad. Not too bad of a job for Selena Pinter as she prepares for her first Indianapolis 100. Let's go find Brittany White, who's driving the number 98. There she is. The last 2 practice sessions, she was dead last, but on this past Sunday, she was first. Finished the practice sessions on top of the charts with a pretty fast time, to say the least, but right now we did catch up to her while she was by herself, and she kind of found herself right where she started with a 42.01. Not good for the number 98 of Brittany White, but she is on pit road, and there's a chance that she may be able to get back out onto the racetrack with a group of cars, like say over here with Fernandez, Eli Bright, and as well as Mitchell Collins, if they circle back around in time. So closing in on halfway here in this practice session. The top 10 goes as follows. You have Dylan Cunningham, who is still in first with a 39.618. Trey Wright still second, Ozam Hamid. And then Daniel Voiles, Juan Fernandez completes the top 5. And Michael DeFeo, Selena Pinter, Mitchell Collins, the 63 machine, I believe, if I can go find the 63. Might have passed the 6. Oh, there he is. Roger Ray is 9th. And completing the top 10, Eli Bright. Stephen Colon coming to pit road in the number 22. Right now, Colon. Where is Stephen Colon? I might have saw him somewhere on the charts. There he is, 31st. 39.981. He is the slowest driver in that 39-second bracket, just by 0.2. All these times that you're seeing here are extremely competitive. Excuse me. And with the way that the times are looking, there's a really good chance that these drivers are going to be extremely fast and really competitive when it comes down to game time this Monday with the Indianapolis 100 at noon Eastern. You won't want to miss it. It's going to be a good one. There's Elijah Gordon and Ryan Gundillo, 24 and 18. Remember those two, they ended up crashing near the tail end of the session. They both crashed together. Ryan Gundillo went for a vicious ride off of going into turn number 2. He ended up hitting, I believe he ended up hitting the catch fence and went side over side, end over end. But luckily, they are still out on track, and he and Gordon both have the same time of a 39.8 flat. So they're both 13th and 14th at the moment. And looking on Nathan Orman, where is he? 24th with a 39.864. He's also tied with Samet Askin. But Orman breaks that tie via NR 2003 physics. That's as far as getting times figured out. But it looks like Gordon and Gundillo are both going to go by Orman, so that could be a pretty good chance for Nathan Orman to get himself a really good lap time. There is that chance. The chance is there. Sean Ard in the number 39, I just noticed, he has gone up to 3rd on the board with a 39, or 4th, sorry. I believe Collins has jumped up to 3rd, but Sean Ard is 4th with a 39.687. So he is inside of the top 5. Josh Torres in the number 7. Where is he? There he is. Right within this group with Daniel Voiles and as well as Ozam Hamid. He's 10th with a 39.763. Halfway through Indianapolis 100, practice session number 4. Oh, Ozam Hamid. He slapped the wall pretty good And he's wasting no time. Thinks twice. Smart move by the number 2 of Ozam Hamid. Comes to pit road without hesitation. I don't blame him for doing that at all. I believe Gordon also came to pit road because I did see Orman and Gondillo running by themselves. So they don't have any other extra help. But still, looking over at this pack, there's a chance that maybe Dylan Young, I don't know, he could get a really good lap time. Maybe in the next couple of laps. I did see Juan Fernandez. He did jump up to second, but he got kicked back to fourth because Sean Ard and Selena Pinter are second and third quickest. Sean Ard second with a 39.576, and Selena Pinter with a 39.6 flat. So they are both second and third here in this session, but oh man, you got to be a little bit careful here because Cunningham almost turned the number, I think that's the 48. Yes, that's the 48 of Jesse Turner. And almost, he almost got wrecked. Turner almost did. Looks like Dylan Young has jumped up. Well, he was up to third or 10th inside of the top 10, but Daniel Voiles breaks in to second with a 39.564. Josh Torres, 2/1000ths of a second slower than Daniel Voiles. Oh, the number 5 of Carter Joey just hit the outside wall. He just went into the 10th position. He just went to 10th on the board. Can someone get a faster time so that way they can bump Juan Fernandez out of the 6th position? Because, yeah. I know I'm kind of saying that as a joke, guys. I am saying that as a joke. But anyways, be careful here because I can't speak because everything is happening so fast. But Darren Allen was pretty darn slow on track, and they caught up to him in a hurry. And now Allen has a pretty good chance now of getting himself a really good lap time. Dylan Young went to 5th on the board with a 39.584. Where the heck is Dylan Young? And let's see. There he is. Thank you, Dylan Young. Oh, goodness gracious. I'm just joking, guys. I'm just entirely joking. But about basically knocking Juan Fernandez out of the 6th position because, you know, he's driving the car 66 and he was in position number 6. So you can kind of connect the dots there and, you know, anyways. Anyways, Josh Torres to the top of the board with a 39.525. That's the fastest time that we've seen today. I believe that's the fastest time that we've seen. Where the heck is Torres? Did I scroll past him? I did scroll past him. I did it again, guys. I did it again. My bad. But this is the fastest time I believe that we have seen all throughout Indianapolis 100 preparations. So Torres, when it comes down to qualifying this Saturday, he's probably going to be one of the major threats for the pole position when it comes down to Saturday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern Time for Indianapolis 100 qualifying. And then Sunday will be final practice for the Indianapolis 100. That too will be at 10 a.m. Eastern. And then the big day after the Indianapolis 250 will be Indianapolis 100. Will be the Indianapolis 100 on Monday at noon Eastern. So Elijah Gordon has now gotten himself in the middle of this group as Torres aborts and comes to pit road. So let's see what these times are going to look like at the line. So far, no change inside of the top 10. Saman Oskin is in the 10th position with a 39.622. Not too bad there for Saman Oskin. Let's check in with Roger Ray. Right now, 11th on the board, 39.631. Nathan Orman has jumped up to 16th with a 39.691. Ryan Gondillo has fallen all the way down to 24th with a 39.773. Oh, be careful there, Roger Ray. Almost turned Nathan Orman off of turn number 3. And I thought Cody Smart was going to turn Greg Rutz. He almost did, but thank goodness he did not do that. And with coming up to 40, or not 40 minutes to go, with 4 minutes, coming up to 4 minutes left here in this session, it looks like Nathan Stapleton is up to 5th with a 39.576, tied with Sean R. Oh, crash on the backstretch. We had a crash on the back straightaway. I did see a lot of smoke. I don't know exactly who it was, but we're definitely going to find out once this session is over. Looks like they went spinning down to the inside, judging from the skid marks. I can't tell who that was, but still, we're going to go back and take a look at a replay once this session is over. We're going to go focus in on our fastest car right now in the session, and that is Josh Torres. That 39.525 has remained untouched ever since he went to the top of the charts with that time of a 39.525. So Cody Smart still, not Cody Smart, my bad. Dylan Cunningham still in second, and Daniel Voiles. Juan Fernandez in the 4th spot. Nathan Stapleton still 5th, and Sean R. 6th, tied with Stapleton. And then 7th, Dylan Young. 8th, Selena Pinter. 9th, Mitchell Collins. And then Saman Oskin completes the top 10 with less than 3 minutes to go. There's Brock Nelson in the number 60 coming to pit road. Let's check in to see where Nelson is on the board. He is 19th with a 39.707 in the number 60 machine. Brandon Nelson, I believe, is also going to be in the Indianapolis 250 driving this very car. So how ironic. You have Brock Nelson driving the 60 car in Indianapolis 100. Brandon Nelson is also going to be in this race. He's going to be driving this car in the number 15. But Brandon Nelson is going to be driving the exact same car that Brock Nelson is racing in the Indianapolis 100 over in the Indianapolis 250. A little confusing for me to say that, but yes, I know. Anyways, 2 minutes remaining here in Indy 100 preparations, day number 4. And these cars, Collins, Fernandez, and Stapleton, have all basically been together ever since the start of this practice session. But definitely, to say the least, so far, we've not had more than one wreck, so everybody has kind of gotten the hang of these, not only gotten the hang of these race cars, but also just from the standpoint of everyone is doing a fabulous job of pretty much just keeping it together. They're doing... Oh, crash again! Voiles on top of the catch fence, and he's stuck in the wall. He was riding on top. Oh, there's another car. That's Nathan Orman. Oh, my goodness. What even happened? Oh, more. That's Andrew Miller. Oh, no. Brittany White. Oh, my. Oh, my. See Gordon involved in this one. That's Zachary Fitzwater. Oh, look out, more. Holy crap. What is even happening? Noah Clifton, Ozam Hamid, Dylan Young. Oh, there's going to be more. There's more. If you order now, we'll be able to throw in a Geico discount for all of your cars. That way you can pay for your car insurance. But anyways, 30 seconds remaining in this session. What even happened? The first car that I saw in trouble was the 26 of Daniel Voiles, but thankfully, though, already got the backup car and is out on the racetrack. But still, even got a damage glitch and all. Same for the number 3 of Nathan Orman, but still, nonetheless, what even happened? What even happened? I don't even know. I'm not even going to go in to explain that, but we're going to take a look at that replay once this session is over. There's a multiple There is a huge multitude of cars coming to pit road with just a handful of seconds remaining here in this session. Probably gonna go ahead and call it a day because they know that they're not going to be able to beat Joshua Torres's time. That 39.525 ever since Torres laid it down has just been unbeatable, and pretty much times are going to be finalized. So your top 10 here in this practice session is Torres, Cunningham, Voiles, Fernandez, Stapleton, and then Ard, Young, Mihalovic, Pinter, and Collins. That is your top 10 at the end of practice session number 4 for day 4 of Indianapolis 100 preparations. So there was one incident in particular that we completely missed. All we saw was just skid marks and smoke on the back straightaway. So why don't we go ahead and take a look at that first incident. The first wreck was within this group of cars. Watching particularly Andrew Miller in the 20, who's on the inside, Osman Hamid on the outside, Jesse Turner in the middle. Looks like Miller came up just a little bit and got into the door of Jesse Turner. And then from there, you only have a split second to react, and one tiny little mistake, one tiny little overreaction can mean a little bit of disaster. And Miller, luckily though, he was turned towards the outside wall, then went for a spin, saved the race car, and was able to continue. I believe after that, he also came down to pit road as well. So the tires were definitely blistered on that number 20, but to say the least, he was very lucky that he didn't hit the inside wall and then shoot back up across the track. So that's actually a very good thing. Now, let's take a look at what even was the monstrosity that was turn 4 that started with Daniel Voiles up on top of another car and right into the catch fence, and then just a whole bunch of just what just happened from there. You will never know where things started to really go down. Yes, it's the tale of turn number 3, part 3. Only this time, there was no wreck off of turn number 3. What started was a chain reaction. So watch Voiles, he goes way wide. Oskin slides up into the left rear of Daniel Voiles. Then Voiles has to hold his line so that way he doesn't get into the outside wall. He comes down on Oskin. Oskin gets pushed down into Carter Joey. And at this point, Oskin and Carter Joey are just along for the ride. Voiles has the bottom. He gets blindsided by Sam and Oskin. And they both go into the outside wall. And Voiles gets punted up. Well, he didn't get punted. He got squeezed up there to the point where he shot out and then went on top of Sam and Oskin's car. Then he got stuck in the catch fence at that point. And then we're going to follow along with Sam and Oskin because eventually you're going to see Nathan Orman come into frame. But you see him in the background. He is committed to the high side. So he stays high. And then here he comes in the smoke. He gets into Sam and Oskin. Then, I believe that was Andrew Miller that punted him. So now Orman has damage. Oskin is stopped in the middle of the racetrack. So is Orman. He's stopped in the middle of the racing line. Now, Gordon comes up and completely flips the 20. Just like in the X Games. Well, you really want to see cars crash each other to flip each other into the X Games, but Greg Rutz also gets involved in this. But man, what a wild ride. But wait, just when you thought they were done, here comes a little bit of more. If you throw in Brittany White and Trey Wright, they're going to explode up into the air. Look at not Trey Wright, but Brittany White. Miller gets hit again by Zachary Fitzwater. So now Gordon has damage. Trey Wright got involved. So did Andrew Miller. So did Zachary Fitzwater. But oh boy. Did you think it was done? Did you really think it was done? If you said yes, oh boy, you're wrong. Here come some more cars. You're going to see Mitchell Collins get involved. He hits Andrew Miller. He shoots back up into Ozam Hamid. Well, blindsides Juan Fernandez. Then Noah Clifton, Josh Torres go flying up into the air. It is almost like they were having a little bit of connection right there with Torres and Clifton. But Clifton's car just went flying and came back to rest on all four wheels. Young continues to kind of nudge Clifton a little bit. But oh wait. Mom, you might as well go ahead and get the paycheck. We've got a lot more cars coming in, and they're going to get a little bit more damage. Darren Allen hits Noah Clifton. And Clifton goes around from there. Yeah. And then Sean Arn gets into this just a little bit. But yeah, pretty much the wreck is done. So yes, Mom, Dad, you might as well go ahead and get the paycheck out. Or get the checkbook out. Because you're going to have to pay for a lot of cars that were damaged in this incident. So with that, folks, that is going to end off day number 4 of Indianapolis 100 preparations. Coming up later today will be the NASCAR Pit Stop Show right back here on the Leonard Station. I think time permitting. And also race permitting as well, because at the time that I'm recording this, I have no clue if they are actually going to be postponing both races to today or tomorrow. I don't know for sure, but only one way to find out. But if that's not the case, then the NASCAR Pit Stop Show will take place as scheduled, 5:30 p.m. Eastern Time. So hopefully you guys can join us for that show. Thank you guys a lot for watching. If you guys like the video, go ahead and give it a like. If you have not considered subscribing yet, recommend you do so in order to keep up with some fine content coming out in the near future, as well as future episodes of your favorite podcast coming out throughout the rest of this week and onward to the next. I'm Elijah Leonard from the Leonard Station signing out, saying so long, have a good day, and for Indianapolis 100 Prep, we'll see you right back here at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. So long, everybody.